Welcome to another episode of Pick Me Up Sis Podcast. This is the second episode to the Family Ties series. So we have on here the wonderful Shayna Hughes. Shayna, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
One thing about Shayna that we love about Shayna is her strength. We love the fact that Shayna is very strong. She's loving. And when I tell you, she is super, super fun. Oh, she's trying to act laid back right now, but Shayna is really fun, okay? She's very fun, but there was a time that was very challenging that came to my mind about Shayna. And I seen her and watch her daily as she has grown. But that time was a hard time. And Shayna, what I'm talking about is when you lost your grandmother. And when you lost your grandmother, she was a very special person in your life and still is.
For sure.
Very special person in your life that helped you to be who you are now, you know. And then in between that, right, 8 months after you lost your mom. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to speak on that and, you know, talk about during that time with all of us being close and us seeing you and wondering what was you gonna do? Like, what is Shayna gonna do? Because Shayna always been spoiled, y'all. She might not want to say it. Shayna has always been very, very spoiled. So being that we know Shayna, you know, we were wondering like, oh my gosh, what is Shayna gonna do? Those are the ones that is her rock. So Shayna, we just wanna, you know, talk about that and see how you felt and how did you get through that?
Prayer, a lot of prayer, a lot of crying nights.
Yes.
And y'all, my family, my cousins, you know.
Yes.
Making me get up, get out the house.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was bad.
It was.
It was bad.
It was.
But thank God for growth. I thank God for healing.
Yes. Yes.
You know.
Yes. Because I remember when, you know, of course, Grandma and Bad was, I call her Bad, okay? Her grandma. They were very close too, you know. Mm-hmm. And I remember always going down there having the frappe. Shayna, we used to be killing that food. The fried chicken. I called Shayna before her grandma got off and be like, Shayna, make sure you let me know when your grandma get there, if she brought some food home from the college.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So anyway, I remember when Dad passed, and I, you know, called you or whatever. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if you were going to answer the phone. I didn't know what to expect. But what I was very, very grateful for was just seeing you as time went on and how you just built yourself up. You made sure that you still had your car. You remember your car? Got your place. All of that. I was like, Shayna working her job, becoming a manager, then afterwards just growing. Remember your apartment over there that Angie and all them used to be over there? But I seen her grow. Keisha, do you have anything for Shayna?
Yeah, I remember when we were little, we would always walk. Miss Betty loved to walk. And the whole, all of us as kids, we would all just start chasing after Miss Betty. And she would walk, we would walk all the way up near Sam's Club. And I mean, miles and miles.
Yes.
And we were so happy to do it because Shayna's grandma was cool.
Very
She
cool.
was very cool. And Miss Betty, she loved us and we loved her. And it was just family. It was family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Flip, you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, I was
Shayna?
just sitting back, just reflecting on, thinking about how we were safe.
Yes.
We were safe in the neighborhood that we could go to any house.
That's so true.
I mean, we could run around and be thirsty or what. We didn't have to drink from no water hose or anything like that, but we would, I mean, we could go to any home.
Yes.
And, how, Miss Betty would be, I would go down there frequently myself
I get all the
and
food.
eat because,
Yes.
Shayna's brother, which is my cousin as well, Ken, shout out to
What
Ken
up,
too.
Ken?
Hey, Ken.
He was always, supportive and, learning with the learning curve.
Yes.
But if as you can see how Shayna sits here. The only person that gives me competition when it comes to dressing is
And China.
she gives me competition. But yeah,
She always
just
fly,
being
boy.
notable about that and understanding that we all had a very strong structural background of we knew what to do,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
we also made some bad decisions as well. We'll get into that a little bit later on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
yes.
saying that it takes a village. We had a village.
Yes.
Everybody looked out for everybody. Every
So
family.
true.
You wasn't gonna go hungry. You wasn't gonna be thirsty. You wasn't gonna go without no shoes or clothes.
Yeah.
Like, Terracotta was just the.
You can't say it. Don't say it. Everybody was gonna have their hair done. Wasn't it?
True. But
Wendy
the
and
funny,
Keisha was the stylist.
yeah, we were stylists. But everybody, we all knew as well that if we did something, it didn't matter whose house you were at. If they seen you doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
Right.
they was gonna get you, and then they called grandma.
Yeah.
and
Right.
So you got in
Again.
trouble twice.
Yes.
Right.
That is so true. And look, and we could call down to anybody's house and say, "You got some eggs? I'm gonna get you some."
Yes.
That's how grandma did was. I'm gonna get you some when I go to the store. A
Right.
slice of bread.
Sugar.
If you got two slices of bread, you best believe they're gonna buy you a whole loaf just from borrowing that. That's how you stuck together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the values, the core values of learning, home ownership. Everybody own their homes out
Yes.
there.
Yes.
The whole area. They own
Yes.
the homes. So we learned at a very young age that, black people can actually
Yes.
do those things and had those things. But, going back to Miss Betty, man, it ain't just fried chicken.
Oh,
Her
man.
cakes was busting too.
Yes.
Don't forget about that now. Biscuits too. So,
Yes.
I remember all of those things and just being in that space, but, also understanding that when those tough times came,
Yes.
at that time, that was a different time for me, but, Shayna went through what she went through
Yes.
and learned to persevere through that.
Yeah.
Very, very proud of you. Very,
Yes,
very proud
super
of you.
proud
Where
of
you
you.
are now and where you're going.
Yes.
Amen.
And where you're going. This ain't just the threshold. We going much, much deeper than that.
Yes.
That's important to even say that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the thing about it, I love you so much,
I
Shayna.
love you too, cousin.
The thing about it is, Shayna not only had lost her mom, her grandmother, and then her mom within the 8 months' time. Right after that, she lost her uncle. Right after that, and then later on, Mr. Pa, her grandfather. So just to see how strong you are, Shayna, I mean, super, super strong. Some people can't handle those kind of things, because all of that was your foundation. That is what you know. You're used to waking up seeing all of them, really, all of them in the same house,
Right.
So I just want to tell you that I'm super proud of you. It's like how Flip said, I'm super proud of you. You know I love you so much. And I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you.
You better have. Nah, I'm so happy you're here.
Happy.
But
Good to be here.
Shayna learned, well, let's just say she learned money management.
Oh, yes.
She'll clench a dollar. She learned that from her grandfather.
Granddaddy.
Shayna will clench
playing,
a dollar.
boy. She gonna
She
save
don't
some
play.
money.
But that's good though. He
Got
taught
to
her.
know that.
Yeah, he taught her how to save
The
money.
Hughes plan.
This day and age, that is most definitely essential. You gotta
Yes.
know how to manage money.
Yes.
That's right.
Economy and all this stuff going on.
That's true.
Better.
That's
So
right.
that's important.
That's very true.
I
Yes.
get a little loose sometimes, then I gotta be like, yo, not doing that.
And something that I do want to speak on. I want to speak on Ken too, and Daryl. you know. Ken has always been a model type guy that me and Keisha, him and Daryl,
Yes.
that me and Keisha has looked up to as in, I need to marry somebody like him.
Yes, that's right. I always
Because,
said I'm
yeah.
going to marry someone like Ken or Daryl.
Yes.
Well, the two of them, they still, you know. But
Same values
that
and
was
stuff.
my
Model.
model. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
What's up?
Yeah, we so thankful for Ken. Every time I see Ken, I tell him like, Ken, you don't really know how we viewed you. And we seen, because one thing about Ken kept it together.
Yeah.
He did. And not only that, Ken always made sure we were okay. He didn't try to bother us, anything like that. You know, you could tell that he really loved us. Like his little sisters or his family, you know.
Right.
And so we have to shout Ken and Daryl out. And Daryl,
Oh my
when we were, Shiny, you remember when we went to that thing over there in Rotherwood?
Oh, he's the
What was
park
that?
counselor.
Yeah,
Oh,
park
Lord.
counselor. He always brought us. And Keisha,
You
yeah.
used to go over there with us.
Yeah,
Everybody,
about
Girl,
that.
don't pick everybody up. Take us to the
Don't.
park.
About that. She beat one of the little girls up.
And rock the wood because she hit me in the back with the tether ball.
Brahma Bull got her, boy. She beat the girl up.
We were playing, and I just looked over and seen that she hit her in the back so hard. I was like, what is wrong with you?
And you wasn't having it.
And I just walked over there and just said, woo. Yeah. And after that, Daryl was like,
Calling her Mike Tyson.
yeah, he was like, come on, Tyson, let's go. I was like, no, I want to play. He was like, no, get in the car. And she kept saying, I'm going to get my sister. I said, go get your sister. Go get her.
Yes. So thank you, Daryl. And Mike Tyson is still here at it.
No, not anymore.
Oh, man.
But those are some good stories, Keisha, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah. So is there anything else you want to say to Shayna? Is there anything you want to say to Shayna, Jennifer?
I remember going down to Shayna. We would always walk to Shayna's house, and we would get exercising with her grandma.
Oh,
And they was
definitely.
always so sweet, her family.
Yes.
And they treated me like family.
Oh, yes.
That's how we do.
You got anything, Juan?
Shane always been good people. Just
Yes.
cool. Just cool, calm, collected.
Right.
Never break.
Yeah.
I've always seen her cool. So that's the main thing I always remember.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Shayna? The Kleenex.
Oh, you need to play
Oh,
that?
nah.
She ain't gonna let y'all see her sweat on
breaking.
here.
Right, breaking
She
it.
ain't gonna let you see her sweat on here.
No.
But
But now let's fast forward to where she is right now, because I get
Yes.
to see her all the time.
yes.
So when I step into her elements of where she is,
Yes, where she is now.
oh my God.
I know. So proud
I
of
don't
her.
have to worry about nothing. Everybody's just so happy to work around her.
Yeah. GM,
Amen.
baby.
Wow.
GM.
That
Amen.
GM position was she
Hey.
was big GM. Big GM. Ain't no games playing with that. So yes, that's what I'm telling you. Super, super proud.
Yes.
Still always trying to steal the outfits that she be pulling out the closet. I don't know where they're coming from, but I need to find out what's going on.
Oh, yeah, she got that flavor now.
Yeah.
I said, Shayna, you know, you got that flavor. I always think about if they ain't dressing like Shayna, they ain't doing it right. You know what I'm talking about too.
Right.
But yeah, so is there anything else y'all want to say?
Well, let's talk a little bit about you.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about you, Wendy.
Yes.
What about me?
So, whenever you were, you know, of course, you were always with Miss Betty,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Miss Betty is your children's godmother.
Yes. she
Nija
is.
and Elijah.
Yes.
She's their godmom. So, whenever you know those things took place,
Yeah.
how you know it
Awesome.
affected you?
Oh, it really affected me. Of course, I shed a lot of tears. And it just made me think about our relationship. She and I had our own personal relationship, because even when Shayna wasn't there,
Yeah.
I could still just go down there and sit and talk. And we had a joking relationship as well, didn't we, Shayna? So when it happened, it really affected me because I was thinking about her even just saying yes to being my kid's godmother. You know, because I loved her so much. And we had that type of relationship. And not only that, I valued her, the way she led her family. You know, of course, Mr. Paul was the
Paul,
leader. Yeah. But I'm just saying, as a woman,
Yes.
I valued that part because I knew she still had an impact on her husband. You know what I'm saying? Whether even though he led, still, she's the woman of that house. And I valued the way she led that part of, you know, her family. And then not only that, I know she genuinely loved me, Keisha, my kids, grandma, all of us, our mom. And then I also seen her relationship with God. You know, she had a very strong relationship with God. So thinking about that and thinking about not being able to call her, Miss Betty, you such and such and such. I mean, I could call her for anything.
Yeah.
I could call and get advice for anything, you know, and not being able to do that, it really affected me. It really did. It affected me. But at the same time, those memories.
Yes.
Those memories help me even now just thinking about it. You know, just thinking about that I had the honor of being one of the people, just one of the people that she loved.
Yes. Yes.
Just one of them.
Yeah.
You know, and then not only that, had the honor of her saying yes, that she will be my kid's godmother. You see what I'm saying? Like, having that right there makes me feel good. Having those memories to know that I was somebody that could call her, even though I was Shayna age, I could still call her and talk about whatever. Man, that's powerful.
Yes.
That's
It's a blessing.
powerful. So yes, it really did affect me. It affected me going to the graveside. It affected me, period. You know, but at the same time, I couldn't really share some of those things with Shayna because I was more worried about Shayna
Yeah.
and I wanted to be strong for her.
Yeah.
But yes, I was very affected, Keisha.
Yeah.
I was.
I would like to say that Miss Betty, her relationship, she and Mr. Paul's relationship, that relationship, their marriage was, that was my blueprint.
Ah.
Yeah.
I knew what to look for because of Miss Betty and Mr. Paul.
Oh.
So
Yes.
I knew that a man that really loved you, he wasn't a little do boy. He was a man.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, he honored you.
Yes.
He
Amen.
honored you. And everything, of course, he had the final say, but it was always checking in with his wife
Yes.
to see, what does Betty say? What did Betty
Yeah.
say?
Yes.
Go ask Betty. What did Betty say? You know? And so I knew as a little kid to look for that, to look for a leader as well as a teammate, someone that I could look at that was going to lead us well, and at the same time I was going to be honored. And so when I met my husband, that was one of the first places I took him to, was to meet Miss
Yeah.
Betty and Mr. Paul.
That's so true.
Because I wanted to make sure Mr. Paul said, yeah, that's a good one. And he did. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm so thankful for that.
Yes.
Because we needed that. And again, like Flip said, or like Sean said, I'm sorry.
Flip, John, y'all know him.
Y'all know him.
Right.
Flip. Like he said, you know, that was the neighborhood. That was our upbringing. So we watched everyone in the neighborhood and we learned from each person.
Yes.
And Miss Betty and Mr. Paul, chef's kiss.
Oh, yes.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to him. Yes, yes,
See.
yes.
R.I.P.
Flip, you got anything?
No, just still thinking about the examples that we've had,
Yes.
and you know, me personally, although I had the examples, I didn't take advantage of those examples in that manner. But you all, when I sit and look and see, you know, everybody's, you know, had their significant other, married, moved on with certain things, you made better choices with other aspects that was right before your very eyes. But the Hughes family, which is always a part of my family, we're cousins.
Yes.
That structure, my great grandmother, her name was Sadie Hughes.
Yes.
So she married a Hughes man. So just that structure alone shows that, through perseverance, strong love, well-knitted family, we can have memories like this that'll last for a lifetime.
Yes.
That's so true.
Yes.
That is
right.
so true.
Yes.
So true. And I think us moving forward for our children, Flip, his son,
Yes.
our kids, to hear these stories, Jennifer and Juan, their children.
Yes.
To hear these stories, even though I know when I tell my kids the stories, sometimes they believe me, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they believe Flip jumped over the cars, sometimes they don't. And it's true. But, me and Wendy climbing the pear trees, my grandma banging in the window, get out of that tree! We teaching them to climb the trees. And they were huge trees.
Yeah.
But guess who taught us?
Right there. The main coat.
But just having that, and even when she would see Flip climbing the tree, Flip would be all the way up at the top.
Right.
And Grandma would bang on the window, Flip, I'm gonna call Sadie, get out of there.
Too late for that. I'm already shaking it for y'all at the top.
Right.
He would shake it, and all the pears would fall
out.
Yes.
And we'd be running, grabbing them. Flip, shake it again. But we love that, and the fact that we get to give our kids those stories.
Yes.
And like Flip said, those people right before our eyes that were strong. They were so strong, and they were so full of love, and they were genuine.
Yes.
And the value and the character. Each person that we're speaking of had tremendous character.
Yes.
They didn't say one thing and do something else. No. They were people with character and integrity. They always did the right thing, even if nobody else was watching. They didn't care,
Yes.
And it was just wonderful. It was wonderful
It was.
upbringing. Yeah.
And what about them pear preserves?
Oh, gosh.
Man, with them biscuits.
Man, what you say?
Y'all got some out there?
Oh, my God.
Oh, Juan was looking like, where they at?
Ready for it.
Well, yeah, that was some good eating.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 And everybody could cook. Every single person could cook. But though, like Flip said, sometimes we didn't take those things away because I didn't take that away.
I didn't either.
I did.
Yeah.
Wendy did.
I did.
I didn't. What about you?
Don't y'all see?
I cook, but
I'm
I
a
don't
little
like
thick.
to cook.
I know.
Jermaine did.
Jermaine, he can cook.
Jermaine.
Oh, yeah.
Jermaine took it.
Okay, Jermaine.
Yeah, he good.
Yeah, that's good.
He likes
I
to
can make
cook.
everything just about everything that Grandma Sadie made that I liked, from scratch.
Oh, that's
I
good,
can make
Flip.
All right.
cornbread in the cast iron skillet. I can
All right
the
now.
fried chicken, all that other stuff. It don't taste like hers now.
But you can
It's
make
good,
it.
but it don't taste like hers. But all of the blackberries and all of the stuff, I can still do those things as well. I memorized that from day one.
I know that's right. Okay, Flip.
Trust me,
good.
my girlfriend, she just always, what we eating tonight? What we gonna eat tonight? And no shot at anybody else. Y'all know how difficult it is when you're dealing with a woman that don't know what she want to eat. You got to make a decision and make it happen. So
Yes.
A lot of times, so I've cooked a lot of different things that, she's got experience too. But she also I'll take her to Aunt Jeannie's house too.
Okay. So are you cooking tonight?
Not
I am
yet,
coming
no.
back to cook. I said I will be going back to Greensboro.
Oh my God.
Food truck festival tonight.
Oh, is it tonight? Okay. But you have came to another episode of Pick Me Up Sis podcast where we motivate, inspire, and where we motivate, where we motivate, inspire, and impact people all over the world. And this will not be edited out, y'all. Bloopers, okay? Bye.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh, yeah, it got me.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.